We have a big judicial win in the Second Amendment to talk about, and the judge said, quote, importantly, the Second Amendment's plain text does not have an age limit. Yeah, wait till you hear what else this judge said, because this is great. What he said in this decision, we will hear again down the road. Before I jump into it, thank you to the sponsor, Lear Capital. I've been talking a lot about gold on this show, but silver is also a fantastic investment. Many financial experts believe silver is the best kept secret in investing. Why? It's an industrial metal, so it's used in everything from cell phones to batteries, electronics, solar, EVs, and on and on. And 4 years ago, silver was in surplus, solar was a tiny source of demand, and AI was non-existent. Now, silver's in deficit, solar is huge, and AI is the all-new buzz consuming silver. If you're considering silver, want to learn more, call my friends at Lear Capital. It's 1-800-260-5075 or head over to leargg.com and check out the new silver shortage report. It's great. I've read it, and I think everybody can afford to own some silver. It's around 30 bucks an ounce. And if it does go back to record highs, you'll be very happy you bought some. Remember, the dollar's losing value, so talk to Lear Capital about your IRA or 401k and see how you can swap dollars that are losing value with silver that's increasing in value. No pressure to buy. They specialize in this. They'll give you the free information you want. The number again is 1-800-260-5075 or leargg.com. A three-judge panel in the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has handed down a unanimous 27-page ruling that Minnesota's ban on concealed carry by young adults is unconstitutional under the Second Amendment. The case is known as Worthy v. Jacobson and was brought by the Second Amendment Foundation, Firearms Policy Coalition, Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus, and 4 citizens: Austin Dye, Alex Anderson, Joe Knudsen, and Kristen Worth. Now, one of the judges, Circuit Judge Dwayne Benton, acknowledged that the right to keep and bear arms is a natural right. He said, quote, first, the right to keep and bear arms is not a right guaranteed by the Constitution. Neither is it in any manner dependent on that instrument for its existence. The Second Amendment declares that it shall not be infringed. What does he mean? It's pre-existing. We don't get it from the government. It's awesome. Judge Benton also added, importantly, the Second Amendment's plain text does not have an age limit. Ordinary, law-abiding 18 to 20-year-old Minnesotans are unambiguously members of the people. Because the plain text of the Second Amendment covers the plaintiffs and their conduct, it is presumptively constitutionally protected. Minnesota has not met its burden to proffer sufficient evidence to rebut the presumption that 18 to 20-year-olds seeking to carry handguns in public for self-defense are protected by the right to keep and bear arms. The carry ban, section 624.714, subdivision 2B2, violates the Second Amendment as applied to Minnesota through the 14th Amendment and thus is unconstitutional. The 8th Circuit's opinion immediately enjoins Minnesota's governmental entities from enforcing the previous 21-year minimum age requirement for a permit to carry. Another big win thanks to the Supreme Court's New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruin ruling. You're starting to see other courts say, you know what, yeah, government, what you're doing is unconstitutional and we're going to strike it down. Now, the Second Amendment Foundation's founder and executive vice president, my buddy Alan Gottlieb, said, this is a significant victory for the rights of young adults. It is one more step in our crusade to win firearms freedom one lawsuit at a time. Another friend of mine, Adam Kraut, who is Second Amendment Foundation's executive director, he said, we are encouraged that yet another circuit court has correctly concluded that 18 to 20-year-olds are, in fact, part of the people to which the Second Amendment extends. This nation's history and tradition demonstrate that the bans affecting young adults are not consistent with the right to keep and bear arms, and Second Amendment Foundation will continue to aggressively challenge these bans, which create a tiered system of constitutional rights. 2 other quotes for you. Rob Dorr, who is the senior vice president and the political director of the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus, said, politicians should carefully consider the legal ramifications of infringing on Second Amendment rights. The Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus and its allies will relentlessly pursue legal action against any unconstitutional measures introduced in Minnesota. And finally, my buddy Brandon Combs, who is the president of Firearms Policy Coalition, he said this: "This decision confirms that age-based firearms bans are flatly unconstitutional. All peaceable people have a natural right to carry firearms in public, and adults under the age of 21 are no exception. Securing the right to keep and bear arms for all peaceable people is a key element of our high-impact strategy. This case is another example of our work and the truth prevailing over tyrants and their pet gun control advocacy organizations like Everytown. We look forward to continuing our successful work to create maximal liberty throughout the United States." This is a big win, guys and gals. SAF and FPC, Second Amendment Foundation, Firearms Policy Coalition, they have been filing these age-based ban lawsuits across the country for the last several years, and they're starting to pay off. This is creating a situation where the different circuits across the country, federal circuits for the courts, they're at odds with each other, which makes the topic being taken up by the Supreme Court eventually that much better. I always say support those to support you. You want to support SAF or FPC, there are links in the description of my video. I don't get anything out of it. You just get to join groups that are actually suing the federal government left and right on our behalf. Unplanned, if you want to drink great coffee and still support these groups, remember, SAF and FPCs, they have coffee lines with us at Blackout Coffee. Whether you choose whole bean, ground, or K-Cup, we will donate $2 for each item sold of their product lines right back to them to help fund their efforts to secure the Second Amendment in court. Now, also, our new product, our ready-to-drink lattes, blueberry latte and cold brew, they are just about ready to start shipping. 25% discount to the first 1,000 customers who pre-order these new products, and we've already pre-sold over 500 of them. So jump on at blackoutcoffee.com/GNG. Support those who support you. I appreciate you. What do you think about this? This is this strategy that FPC and SAF instituted a couple years ago is starting to pay dividends, and it's going to be huge. I'll see you all in the next one. You love the Second Amendment? Subscribe to the channel down below. I'll bring you all the information every single day, no matter where it happens, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, here on Guns and Gadgets. Easy for me to say. Take care, y'all. Have a great day.